What up, family? Welcome to the Afro Latina Show. I am your host, Alicia Anabel Santos, La Diosa Dominicana, La Santera. Welcome to episode 175, Exploiting the Talents of Others. What up? What up? We're coming off of the end of April vacation for those of us who get this week off with the children's. I spent the week in Vermont and we went to Canada with myself, my daughter, my partner, her sister, and niece. And I will say that I definitely rested a lot. I definitely meditated a lot. I didn't get as much writing in as I thought I would because we just had a jam packed schedule. And so, like, of touristy things to do. So today I'm coming to you live from New York. I'm home, my home that I love so much. And this morning when I was writing in my journal, I had some incredible dreams, like back to back. They were three different scenarios. And so I don't know, I'm one of those people that when I can remember a dream, I like to write it down and explore what the messages are, what the hidden meaning is. I'm always researching just kind of like dream interpretation, totems, if animals appear in my dreams, um, omens, good and bad, and also who shows up in the dream, right? Like that's always symbolic too. But as I was journaling, I wrote down exploiting people's talents. And I guess that for me, it's this opening up of old wounds and feelings, like feeling exploited by others, my talents being exploited. I'm being used for numerous things, right? As a resource, as a healer, as all kinds of things. But specifically, I'm thinking about today one moment in particular when I was sort of kicking off my career as a writer, and I connected with someone that I felt incredible chemistry and power from. There was a person that I was like, that I admired and wanted to be like in terms of what I was picking up on at the time energetically, and then began working with this person. When I started out as a writer, yes, I was incredibly arrogant, meaning that I was never going to allow anyone to silence my voice. I was very arrogant in that sense. Don't tell me what to say, how to say it. Don't censor me. Don't silence me. Writing for me was a revolutionary act, was um, part of my rebellion and resistance to norms, to conditioning, to upbringing, to just my response to how women are treated. Coming out as a lesbian, like for me, writing has been the thing that gives me strength. And so I was in a situation where this person saw something in me and we began a partnership. It was exciting and also scary. Scary because I was working with this person and giving of my soul and my creativity, right? Um, my heart work, my soul work. And then the truth is, you don't know what people's intentions are when you align with them and begin have a partnership. People say one thing, but their intentions sometimes don't align with yours. When I think about the me who first started writing, my first years, right, as a writer, I was a novice. In many ways, I'm still a novice, but then I was a virgin, a baby. I was just learning to crawl and take those first steps and put myself out there in ways that were uncomfortable and scary, because at that point, I wasn't blogging yet. I wasn't putting myself out for the public to criticize and have opinions about. I was writing for me and keeping it in journals where no one could see it, not even, people closest to me. So when I met this person, I was writing for them and for our vision, and then things started to shift. I began to develop at a very rapid pace. That's the amazing thing about taking steps as an artist. When you're evolving and growing and moving, things come fast. Change happens quickly when you're in it and you're paying attention and you're hungry for more of it. And so, who I started off as in that process, in the middle of the process, I was someone completely different and transformed. And that moment of transformation and elevation for me became a threat for that person who stayed where they are. I was doing things that were uncomfortable for me and growing, and that person was still playing it kind of safe, doing what they do. But I wasn't. I was taking risks and leaping, and then things started to feel fucked up. Then I started to recognize some things, and things started to, it was unsettling. I began to feel used and exploited. Which brings me to the conversation today about exploiting people's talents and taking things that are someone else's gifts. Taking something that's not yours. Using someone for what they can give you and bring you. There's one thing to see talent and nurture it and see it take off. And that be your role. Like, there are people that I'm learning about now that I'm like, wow, their sole purpose in life is to nurture greatness. Like, they see the potential and they want to be a part of their growth and evolution. And if they get blessings from that opportunity, it's a win-win for everyone, right? It's the problem begins when you are using someone for your own gain and your interest is not them and their potential. That's exploitation. That is exploitation when you are taking something that's someone else's and draining them of their gifts. That's exploitation. And that's not lifting, that's not nurturing. And so, yeah, I'm thinking about the people who are the users and whose intentions are not pure, for lack of a better word, are not genuine. They might have started off that way, but they don't end up that way, right? You don't kind of close the loop. You take what you can get from a person and then you move on. I don't know. That's what I'm meditating on today. I'm meditating on how badly that feels in my body. And so let's release that, right? Sit comfortably. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep breathing comfortably. Think about a moment where you felt exploited, completely drained, used. What is it that you can learn from that experience? What was revealed to you about your potential, about your talents, about that opportunity? Okay, you felt exploited and that felt bad because you felt taken advantage of and used and around someone disingenuous. What could you have learned? What did you learn in that moment after realizing that you were exploited? You can pause this at any point. You can journal about the things that are rising for you around the subject. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. But it's part of the trauma, right? It's part of the things that we want to let go. What were you exploited for? What particular thing did you offer to that situation or did you bring to the table there? You can pause this and keep meditating on it and come back into the closing. But when you're ready, come out of meditation. So, I think for me, what I learned the most from that situation is that there's a moment when the student becomes the teacher, which is a really beautiful exchange, but some people are threatened by that. And so, what I learned about me was that I have something incredible to share with the world. And this feeling of being exploited is someone wanting to benefit from my work, someone taking something that I have worked hard for. And so, what I can release, or what I will release from that moment, is that I have things that I need to do and create that are mine. And I have a better understanding of alignment, what it means to align with someone and our intentions and visions matching. And the moment that something doesn't feel like it aligns, like it goes together, it must be severed, which is what I did in that instance. I severed that partnership because I understood, I felt what was happening there. And it didn't feel good. And so over time, I've gotten better at deciphering what people's true intentions are and trying my best to discard the things that don't feel good. So, with that, I am wishing you um, just this journey of uh, awareness and understanding of people's true intentions. And when you feel something, when your intuition is sending you these messages internally around a partnership or a relationship or a situation, trust that you're being guided. You're being guided and you are being taught a very important lesson. And for me, it was that I was surpassing this person's expectations quickly. Like the transformation was, I was going all the way up. And that person attempted to stunt my growth. And we can't be around people that threaten our expansion. Like, what? Who's signing on for that? Family, my intention for today is to do my work. My intention is to do my work. I'm wishing you a beautiful day. Peace.